New York Magazine did a massive spread this week on Donald Trump, his health, and for some reason, Marco Rubio was also included in this interview that took place last month. And Marco Rubio, Secretary of State, talked about how he avoids looking like a weak and pathetic, scared little man in front of Donald Trump when they are aboard Air Force One. Now, I don't want to spoil it, so I am just going to read you what Marco Rubio said he does to avoid looking weak in front of Donald Trump. Here it is. There's an office with 2 couches, and I usually want to sleep on one of those 2 couches. But what I do is I cocoon myself in a blanket. I cover my head. I look like a mummy. Because I know that at some point on the flight, he's going to emerge from the cabin and start prowling the hallways to see who's awake. I want him to think it's a staffer who fell asleep. I don't want him to see his Secretary of State sleeping on a couch and think, oh, this guy is weak. So in order to avoid looking like a weak and pathetic, just little excuse of a man, you run and hide and cover yourself in your blanket from an elderly dementia patient, right? Because that's not weak. But a dude sleeping on a couch is totally weak. But if I'm all covered up under the covers and I got a little flashlight so I don't get too scared in there, then I'm not weak. I'm super brave, hiding from this 79-year-old man who can barely stand up for more than 2 minutes at a time. Ladies and gentlemen, that is your United States Secretary of State. This is the man that we send to foreign countries to smooth things over, to make deals. Hell, this is the guy that went down to that torture prison in El Salvador, met with the El Salvadoran president, got the deal for us to send detainees down there, which I think everybody, by the way, has already forgotten about, unfortunately. And he hides under his covers aboard Air Force One so Donald Trump doesn't think he's weak. Instead, he thinks it's somebody else under the blanket. Well, guess what, idiot? He can also read, as far as we know. What do you think's going to happen, Marco, when Donald Trump reads this? Because he's in it too, so of course he's going to read it, or somebody's going to read it to him, probably. Now he knows. Now he knows. So you just gave up your best little hide-and-seek spot because you told the reporter who published it in the magazine, and now you don't get to sleep aboard Air Force One anymore, which, of course, stupid things like that are why for years I always said you were the dumbest person in the United States Senate. Tommy Tuberville now holds that title, but that was pretty dumb. Now you're going to have to find a new place to go sneak around and hide and cover yourself with your wool blanket so Trumpy can't see you. So, best of luck napping aboard Air Force One now, you buffoon. Best thing to do, as I always say in many of these cases for Trump people, is to not say anything at all. Thanks for watching, and if you are not already subscribed to the channel, please do so, and do not forget to like and comment and share widely among your friends.